on Rubber Down. Lots happened this week. Ironman 55, Osky, 360 Nationals, Pennsylvania scene. But before we get into that, today's episode is brought to you by Eliminator Race Wings. Eliminator Race Wings are Australian manufactured with recessed rivets for extra strength.
Manufactured with 6061 T6 aluminium for lightweight and strength. Sprint car top wings, dished and flat, along with front wings.
They also have Formula 500 wings now available.
Eliminator Race Wings, available Australia-wide.
BHR Fabrications in Brisbane, Par Motorsports in Melbourne, 16 Industries in Sydney, Sprint Car Parts Australia in Perth, and Peter Radford in Tasmania. Let's jump straight into it, Binny. What's your favourite moment from the weekend that you've seen over socials if you didn't watch, but you're up to date on the results?
Always good to see J-Mac doing a shoey in Victory Lane.
Oh, wasn't it? Wasn't it something? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
something?
that was my favourite moment. I feel like I want to go out and do a shoey just for him.
Oh, if we did the pod yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it, 100%. Got a beer in the fridge, let's go. But I think now it's calmed down. But I will put this to listeners and yourself: if J-Mac runs, well, definitely if he wins, but if J-Mac runs a top 5 at the Knoxville Nationals, I'm going to do a shoey on the pod, and I want all the listeners to put theirs and tag it in on the stories and tag the Rubber Down podcast and J-Mac. That would be sick. But especially if he wins, get behind it, because I'll be doing one. Let's
100%.
go. Oh, bro. My thing from my bike crash is leaking today. Oh, I'm a mess. Oh, my God.
Leaking?
Yeah, well, it's been good. And then someone mentioned it at work, like, oh, it's a scar. I'm like, no shit. And now today it's like it's trying to push something out of it, like probably gravel because I ate it. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
We'll touch on that. Let's go a little bit around the world in the sprint car scene. Bro, J-Mac winning the Capitani Classic. He didn't just win. I know we can say gravel, Larson was there. Everyone says they're top 2 or in the top 3 all the time now. But that was a pretty dominant performance. And if you go off that performance by James McFadden, you would have to say, yeah, he's the top 3 car. Worst top 5. Because, mate, that thing was on rails.
He led every lap, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. Got the start from Jason Pursley. And he had a cracker night too. Like, no one would have expected him. Not that he's not talented enough. Jason, when he's on. But, yeah, J-Mac dominated there. And I think if I'm not... I think it's his first 410 Knoxville win. He's won the 360 Nationals. I don't know if that's right, but I think I heard him saying it's his first win at Knoxville, but he won a 360 Nationals. So it's not his first win there, but 410 maybe. But and you got to remember, guys, it's not the Roth car. This is in the 21 Tarleton car, a California car. So this is big for that team too. And they're not based out of Knoxville and doing heaps of laps. And even J-Mac sort of said in his post-interview, I can get on a 3.8, a quarter-mile track and go. But it's about getting those half-mile laps under you and getting back in the groove. Because they can make so many mistakes and that costs you so much time on the big tracks because they're going so fast. So, man, like you said, at Eldora, everyone said it wasn't as good, but he felt really good. And now Knoxville, man. And even tonight, he got a podium at Osky.
Okay.
So he's moving. Kerry Madsen was doing really well tonight as well. But, yeah, I don't know. Even you had Rico there coming off his 360 win. And everyone was like, oh, Rico's going to, shit the bed tonight. And when I mean shit the bed, listen, it means win, not fucking lose. It means shit the bed in, win it all. Everyone was like, yeah, Rico's going to win the Capitani Classic. No Larson, no gravel. And yeah, he wasn't close to the front. He was just a top 5 car, a strong top 5 car. But yeah, Ryan Timms is the man at the moment, for the dark horse, I reckon. He's definitely there, pushing the 5s, racing Rico for the 360s. I don't see him not making the feature. That was his goal when we did the first pod A. I don't see Ryan Timms not making that feature.
I said it the other week. I think Ryan Timms is definitely I reckon he's a top 5 car. At Knoxville, even with the field they've got,
Doesn't matter the field A. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like the laps he's had there and what he's been doing there the last couple of weeks, I feel like he's just, he's going to be a top 5 car. And yeah, I don't think he'll be any chance of really missing the show. But again, it's motorsport. You never know what's going to happen. So
Yeah, for sure. And I think we've, another regular at Knoxville, another guy that's going to make some big moves is a big unit, Austin McCall. Like, he was pushing the other
yeah,
night as well. Good 360 performance. I don't know. I just think he's one of the top, if not besides Timms and Brown, like the top Knoxville guy that can probably have a crack at winning if everything goes right.
yeah,
And the format is so hard with the Nationals, but I tell you what, you look back at the history and some of the ones that have won, like Jason Johnson winning one, Tim Schafer winning one. Well, anytime someone beat Donny, let's be real, there was a period there where Donny just won every year. Those type of guys winning it. And it's not that they were never not good enough to win one, but it wasn't probably on everyone's bingo card that year when they did win. And I remember the Jason Johnson one. That was so cool watching that. He battled shots. And I remember he even said, I know he's upset for me crowding him, but damn it, I wanted to win. It was an Knoxville Nationals, so that was really cool one. But yeah, okay, leading into it, all the results pretty much straightforward. We just went through. Rico, 360 Knoxville Nationals champs. Now, I thought the Knoxville Nationals 360s was great racing. Last one was there. And to be honest, it did look like a bit of a high limit standoff on the Ironman 55. No high limit guys were really there. I don't even think a high limit guy was there.
yeah, right.
They were all getting laps at Knoxville. Now, I don't know, but every other year this has not been the case. Everyone's been there. I don't think Rico's always tried to win the 360. I remember because Larson was battling J-Mac there, in the Roth car and whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if that's them saying, nah, we're going to support Knoxville a bit. Because the 360 Nationals, I mean, this was the first one I was really invested in. I never really watch them, not going to lie. Not because it's just 360 or it's normally, at work, everyone's at work, where the Nationals sort of 410 is a weekend. And that's 360. But I don't know, you see the names of Rico Larson, J-Mac, you're like, well, yeah, I want to watch them. I want to see them race. Yeah. Ryan Timms ran as well. So, yeah, I don't know. But you never know. I don't think High Limit run a Knoxville round. So maybe that was a bit of a, hey, we support you. Give us a round next year. Because they're always an outlaw base. It's World of Outlaws there, no one else. So maybe next year I wouldn't be surprised if we see a High Limit round there. Because they're there. They race at the other ones. Cool. So
yeah.
It's going to draw
definitely
a crowd.
Be cool. Or even I was going to say it'd be cool to have the 360 Nationals and the High Limits all in sort of the same weekend or night, but
they're
two different sort of brands. So
yeah,
probably not going to happen, but it'd be cool to see.
Well, they definitely have a break. High Limit literally had that break. Then they ran the Eldora stretch of the High Limit / Outlaws, and then they had the Knoxville Nationals. I mean, then they have nothing till August 15th because they go and pick and choose or use it as a, hey, just go and race Knoxville Nationals, have a go at it. But and then after Nationals, they travel back to Cali. I don't know, maybe in the start of the year when they were together, or maybe after Nationals, they run a High Limit event there. But I don't know, would that maybe crowd the Nationals, or I don't know. The Nationals is pretty big. It's hard to crowd that, eh? It's the Knoxville Nationals.
Yeah. Even if they did the Nationals and then High Limits did around there, I think it
not a bad idea.
Yeah, do it the week after. I know that it's obviously a big month of racing and stuff like that for a lot of teams, but
I
feel if the High Limits guys are already having sort of this big break in between while it's all going on, then why not just kickstart the round straight away and at Knoxville the week after the Nationals?
Yeah, well, like I said, Ironman 55, if you go off histories, I think it would have to be one of the lowest car counts with no High Limit guy there. And the race isn't getting smaller. It was a packed house there. Everyone there, and the Pevely, I feel the last few years, the track's either ripper or it's a bit weird. the track there. The first night it was very bottom dominant. Casamassino was going good. No one was touching him. Donny had a ripper night. But then the second night, they obviously tried to rework the track because I think one of the early in the year it went pretty rubber down there. Pun for the pod.
Yep.
But yeah, and then well, that was a big talking point. Casamassino was leading and didn't look like it was getting stopped. Like he had a great calf in the night before, hooked up track, and with about 15 to go, Chris Wyndham got a shredded right rear. Then Casamassino leader come to the infield, and so did his brother Cole Macedo. Both come to the infield with a flat right rear as well. So obviously debris. I don't think there was a wreck early. So maybe digging up the track, sometimes that can bring stuff up that's in the track, yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but that's a shame because that was his Ironman 55 to lose. Like it really, I didn't think Buddy was going to be able to race. I don't know, with 15 more laps to go, anything can happen, but with no yellows or whatever. Yeah. But the man on the night was 10th awesome, man. I think he went 17th to 2nd or something. And he's been one of those guys on those tracks. He has been excelling lately with the high limit versus the outlaw guys. So, that was really good. And, I don't know. It was just the outlaw shows, I feel like, are a different kettle now. It's like there's 3-4 guys and then the rest. That's what it just feels like right now. So it just wasn't as a big Ironman 55 for me. I don't know, it sucks, but good on the guys supporting the 360 Nationals too. Because I watched that. But if they were all Ironman, I wouldn't have watched really 360 Nationals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We spoke about this a few weeks ago. I think Tyrone was on the pod. And we sort of had that discussion of high limits or outlaws. At the moment, would you say high limits is the more competitive? Would you say it's the better series to be in?
I don't know. I'm not a competitor, but when I'm watching, I feel like high limit is having more competitive races. But where you watch an outlaw race and whoever the guy is on the night is out, he's checked out. That can be. Yeah, Gravel's won the most this year, but then you got guys like Buddy and then Kofoid. Same person. And then you got Macedo when he's really good. But there's those three, and when they're the leader car, no one really touches them on the night. Besides the other night when, obviously, Macedo goes down, then Kofoid's racing Holdenchild. But that was probably Holdenchild's best night in a while, pushing for a win.
He's been quiet.
Yeah. So I would say it's whoever is the guy on the Outlaws night wins and wins. It's not a race. Which I know that's in Australian Speedway as well. I know it can sound a bit confusing to people, but yeah, Weed Sport was you're literally watching everyone race for second. First night of Ironman 55, you're watching everyone race for second. So it's where the high limit, but the high limit has those nights too. I know that sounds like flip the coin. Sometimes when Rico's killing him, he's killing him, or Larson's there, Larson's killing him. So, but I would just mean maybe the winners are swapping around a bit more. I know Rico's won a lot this year, and maybe the tracks, different, bigger tracks, shapes. I don't know. It's just. And sometimes also it can be the coverage flow. I do think. Would you feel flow is good compared to Dirt Vision? I mean, they're both great coverages, but I don't know. I just feel like flow. I don't know. There is something different.
Yeah, I prefer the flow coverage. There's nothing wrong with the Dirt Vision coverage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just something different.
I don't know. It's just the way. Yeah, it's just the way they do things. I feel like it's easier to watch, and you're not having to They're both easy to watch, but it just flows better on flow. You know.
I don't know. I just feel with the song choices, how they use the driver's playlist, and it's everything on the flow and high limit broadcast is adds to the event or adds personal touches, or when they talk about a driver, you're like, well, he likes Eminem, so do I. or he likes country. You're like, oh, bro, who listens to that? But then you sort of, it
Mm,
sort of just adds these personal touches to drivers, or I don't know, just yeah,
yeah.
it's very. Don't get me wrong, I love hearing Johnny Gibson. Johnny Gibson's knowledge and passion and every detail he knows in stats. I don't think anyone will ever beat that. Like if you want to
No.
know something about a driver, he spits it out and knows shit. And I love that as a, what we do a bit of media like this, and we go to the tracks. We love to know stats. So when we interview drivers, you can bro, hey man, you've run top 5 here 5 times in a row. How's that feel? And then the driver might forget that, but then go, oh yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
you know.
I remember. I remember when Johnny Gibson came out to Parramatta one year, and I can't remember what he was out here for,
He
but
did the
he
he
was
did
out
the he
here.
always did that big stretch sometimes, like the down under or
Yeah,
the 50,000 whatever.
yeah, but he was working and like commentating as he does.
Yeah,
Anyway, he came up to the commentary box, and I was like nervous because I was sort of the one that was getting the grids and handing them over to Stu or Wade or
yeah,
whoever was there commentating on the night.
yeah.
And this one night, I went to give him the grids, and he's like, "Oh no, I've already got it. It was all loaded onto his computer, fully done." Like some of the stats he had was just crazy, and the spreadsheets that he's got with just information about top tens, top fives, like it's crazy. And like he can work out what the A main starting grid is pretty much by himself by writing down, like using all his spreadsheets and that. Like he didn't even need me up in the commentary box.
So would
I
he
could
would
have.
he have Excel sheets? You reckon he punches shit in and he like, I don't know, you're an Excel wizard. Would he go
Mm.
like, yeah, this is how the format works. If this guy gets this many points and he has it loaded. Is that what you're trying to say?
I would say that he has it loaded, but I would say it's obviously he's got always got the Outlaws sort of format loaded.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would say he just works out what the format is before the event and sort of punches it all in, and then yeah, as the night goes on, and he's getting results and stuff like that. He just enters it all in and has it all ready before they downstairs probably even has it ready.
Yeah, and I feel like when you listen to Johnny, it's like professional, and this is like big time. Every race is important,
Yeah,
to it, and he doesn't treat a race lesser or you can hear some commentators get really high when a big race, but then their weekly race they're here. Like you can hear
yeah,
their pump levels, which is just natural. Yeah, like let's say I watch an NRL game. It's not Sharks. I'm like cheering because maybe I got a bit of a multi on. But I'm like, yeah. But when the Sharks score, and I'm like, let's fucking go. Like that's my team, So, but yeah. I don't know. I would say overall,
yeah.
getting back to the whole scheme of what we're talking about now with the flow versus dirt vision, it's just something a little bit, and maybe is it because it's new and fresh, like flow and this high limit stream, and it is young in its how they do things, and I think they're still going to add and make things better, and so.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, they do run a fast show, man. It's like heat, heat, heat. If you miss it, you've missed. If you aren't sitting there watching the heat 1, heat 4, you miss it. You go to the toilet or go out the back real quick, and you're like, oh my god, I've missed 3 heats. Like
Yeah.
shit. Like that's how quick they run their show. So, yeah, all right. Getting back onto the Knoxville Nationals. What's your vibe? Who is your picks? Go. What's your top 5 Knoxville Nationals? That's what we want to know.
Top 5.
Top 5 Knoxville Nationals. Your winner, your podium, and then your 2 guys sneaking in the 5.
All right. I'm gonna sound like a real Larson fan, but I'm going Larson as winning
What's
it
new?
again.
What's new?
Yeah, like he's gonna win it again.
Yeah.
Rico will be in the top 5. James McFadden, Ryan Timms, and I'm gonna say Brian Brown.
Brian Brown, gravel doesn't make you 5.
No,
Yeah,
I think Gravel's gonna have a little bit of a similar thing to what he had at Eldora. He's gonna have sort of a bit of a struggle in his first night, and then have to sort of fight his way back to make the show.
And no DQs this time. Front wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after Kyle Larson again tonight, I know wasn't a small field, but when there's 57 on, it's actually pretty disgusting. Like, when I
Yeah.
say disgusting, it's so good. Like, it's literally like, we never got to see, and I know people might fire up or whatever, we never got to see Steve Kinser at his absolute dominance. We seen glimpses of it at Para, but that was like literally maybe 10 years after when he was in his prime. And yeah, we seen Donny at Para, never seen the American live, watched a bit or tried to follow up with it, but winning all those championships. But man, when the
Yeah.
57's on, it's like everyone's racing for second. So I don't know. There's no reason why, and you'd be silly not to say Kyle Larson can win 4 in a row. Like, I think I said it a few months ago. It's
Oh,
like, nothing's changed on my aspect there.
no.
As a fan, the fan in me says I'd love for an underdog to win. Like, just someone who's not on a radar, because I love moments like that. But then also, too, as a fan, it's like, hey, Kyle Larson winning 4 Knoxville Nationals in a row is pretty historic.
Well, look, imagine if like McFadden or Ryan Timms take it out. Like, number one, McFadden's an Aussie. It's just going to be ripped
First
to see
time
any
ever.
Aussie win
First
that.
time ever, man. Crazy.
Yeah, and then Ryan Timms is just a kid that is doing well at Knoxville, and
Yeah.
imagine to make the show for the first time and win it. That'd be sick.
That would be maybe the first time ever done as well. First
Yeah,
A main
like
made and win it. Now that would be
yeah,
something to write about. But you know who I really would see, like, and the town would go for? If Brian Brown won a Knoxville Nationals. Oh,
yeah,
bruh, like, he's been at Knoxville, he's been the guy winning track championships, or Austin McCall's the same. Like, they're Knoxville
mm,
guys to win would be wicked. Um,
yeah.
the other guy I think that has not been on everyone's radar, that has been fast and been good at Knoxville, I think Carson Macedo, if everything goes right his way, he's been pushing
Yep.
top fives. You know, I think he can really push a top five. And like I said, things go right. He gets out early, but it's 50 laps. There's 2 races now, man. Like, there's literally,
Yeah.
and we say it, the best car with a fuel stop is the 57. He gets
Mm.
better with fuel stops. I mean, the only time he
Afterwards.
didn't win one was when Rico won the Joker night or whatever. I think there was a fuel stop that night. Or
Yeah.
even the King's Royal, but Macquarie was just good that night. But yeah, the 57 under the fuel stops, whatever they do, their team communication, it even makes the car like unfair, like too good. Like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
so yeah. Heat race.
Macquarie's another one that might take it out. Like,
Yeah, he's been going good. It's just they're on fire. He was looking at the top
mm,
5 tonight at Osky and spun out. But yeah, it's really yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like. Do you see Brad Sweet pushing this weekend after his recent form?
no, honestly, he's been one that is hard to pick at the moment.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, he's
he's
won this
got
year, but he's either like winning or there in the points.
yeah,
Like, he gets points, as we know, but
yeah, but like I feel like Sweet used to be one of those guys that you'd just pick. This year, he's not.
yeah, I'm the same. I don't think you can just go, yeah, top 5 Brad Sweet at the
Yeah,
moment.
I like Gravel and Larson and that. It's automatically like they're straight away the top 5 that you think
You
of.
didn't pick Gravel, just
Um,
saying.
no, I didn't. But like they're your guys that
Yeah,
you would pick. Um, I'm just a Larson fan. That's why I didn't pick Gravel.
yeah, I know. Well, if you're going off Knoxville performances recently, the 3 are Larson, Rico, James McFadden. Recently.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
dominant, and I mean, Dason Percy, he proved that he can get around Knoxville well if everything you qualify right in that. I could see him making the show and doing something a bit special. Um, yeah, and Ryan Timms, obviously, he's going to get around. If the car's right, the
yeah,
car's right. So, yeah,
yeah.
my
I
5 would definitely be my 5. I think Kyle Larson's going to win it again. My second.
Copy me. That's all right.
Nah, I don't know. He's when he's on, he's on. He'll either win or run like 20th or crash or something.
Yeah.
But 50 laps. That's the thing I'm talking about. 50 laps, that guy. And I don't know. You reckon the 50 laps has got to do with NASCAR? Just the patience. Like even 50 laps isn't long for him. It's not long compared to NASCAR.
No, but he would be a guy that knows when to hammer down and when to
go
sort
and
of
when to
conserve.
not. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like that's the big thing with NASCAR is you can't go out
burn your tires
rip
up
for the first 200 laps and burn your tires up, and then you've got another 200 laps to go. Like he would be patient in terms of a race car driver, because I know race car drivers aren't that patient to begin with. So
yeah. All right, my top 5 is, like I said, Larson. I think, McFadden, Rico, Austin McCall, I think will be in it. And if we're going, I really want to put Tim's in there. That's just because he's a great guy, and I could. So if Tim's isn't in there, I don't want to sound too much like yours, but I do want to put Tim's in there. But if he's not in there, it's going to be Carson Macedo is in there for me. So Larson, Rico, McFadden, McCall, Macedo. That is Codeman's top 5 for the Nationals, and I think it's going to be a close Nationals. I don't think we're going to see a dominant win. But if we see a dominant win, it's going to be because 57 spanks everyone. Like I said, I just want to see the best racing, and I just love the heat races. Everything. Like, as soon as the pure draw, that's the thing at the Nationals. Like, I'm going to post them on my stories when I see each night pure draw before they even time. Like, okay, like, how good is it seeing Brooke Tatnell back in the two KS, right? Because he was originally that car, I believe, was the 8 he used to run the Flames and that back in the day. I think that was that car, right? Mate, he gets the first ride in the 410, but poor bastard pulls like last draw in time trials. Like, oh, backer. Like, it is. Sometimes it can be that bad, like, of like your night's done or your Nationals could be done. Like, because that is the difference. And I feel like that's similar to like a Classic and an Australian title here. It's like, bro, if you're not timing good, like, you're buried. And like, good luck coming out of there. So yeah, it's a big week. History's going to be made either way if someone wins. I feel like we're going to get a first-time winner or a Kyle Larson 4-peat. There you go. That's my go there. First-time winner or a Kyle Larson 4-peat.
Kyle Larson 4-peat.
That's what you're going for? But yeah, it's a tight time. I did, like I said, I'll get back to it. I did feel for the first time, I really felt the separation in the series with no high limit guys at Ironman 55. Like, that was the first time I really went, well, yeah, they're not. And I know it's races going to the races, supporting the race. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I can also see, no, we're running more laps in Knoxville plus supporting Knoxville 360 Nationals. Like, less travel. The team's already there now. Like, I get all that, but it was the first time where it was like, So that maybe dates may have to be changed if they want more car counts, or they just keep it the same. Like, I don't see now like that car count growing again if the high limit guys aren't going.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I feel as though like when the Classic is on in Australia, I feel like there's nothing else really on around that time.
Yep.
So like if the Nationals, I feel like the Nationals should be like that. There should be nothing really in the lead up to that sort of 360 and the 410.
Yeah, but like I said, the 360 isn't the 410 Nationals. It's not like they're running a 410 show.
Yeah.
And remember, if they run it in America, bro, like for example, there are races on Pennsylvania this weekend. But bro, we're talking whoop away. So like to the PA scene, they're like, we're not racing Nationals. I'm still going racing, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. I think there's like a Lernerville race, there's Sharon Speedway race. Like, there's a lot of racing still around America because the country's so big. But if you're talking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mainline series and stuff, where Australia isn't that big, man. Like
exactly.
Queensland,
Yeah,
10 hours. Like Pennsylvania and Knoxville, phew, like ages away. Like not even same atmosphere. It feels like. So
yeah,
you're still going to get good car counts at Williams Grove or somewhere because there's still 20 plus cars there. You know, they don't need
yeah,
time
yeah. You
trials,
get your
so
local guys.
that don't need to run that. You know, they're like, they look at the opposite. Hey, no Lance Louise, no Macri, no Dietrich. Might get it me first win here. Let's go. Like, not bad, you know. So, but yeah. So, let's talk about that. You said dates there. It's a great step into the next conversation. Toowoomba have just announced that the 2026-27 season Australian Sprint Car title will be held in the first week of December.
Yeah, all right.
So it'll be on the 4th and 5th of December, I believe. Or 5th and 6th. So that's the first real spanner in the works of our sport in a long time of change. Besides this speed week, the Brant Speed Week, which already sort of happened without the Perth high limit. But you've got to see, like, our sport is on a direction of changing a few things up, which I'm okay with because that's how you change stuff. You got to. Someone's got to rip a Band-Aid. Someone's got to, like, change it. Now, the only thing about that date is I don't know if that Mildura show will always supposed to be on that date. But because their dates, it's a first year, they're sort of going, well, they just want the Australian title when they want. But if you think about it, besides that Mildura show, like I said, I don't know if that summer thing, they did change the date 3 or 4 times, I think. So maybe Toowoomba already planned this before they changed it 3 times. But, 2026, we're going to have 2 Australian titles in 1 year now.
Yeah. Do you think that change was made like strategically to sort of change up things in the sport, or do you think that's just Toowoomba changing it to maybe like early December is a better time in terms of rain and stuff like that? Like there's less chance of it at the start of December.
Maybe. I do see it like that. Maybe their history of going, man, it always rains January, which they've had the Red Hot Shootout cancelled again, like last year they did, around that early, mid-January time. But no, I reckon there's something more to it. I think they're going to aim to have a bit of something going on there. Now, the only thing is, right, okay, you look at yourself as a Perth team on that year. If you're coming to run the Australian title, you're going before high limit and then coming back to run high limit and then going back again in January for the Classic. So, like, there's a bit more miles where normally they used to come over Classic and then drive back to drive wherever the title is, like in a round sort of trip of 2 weeks. But I don't mind it as a standalone. Gives it a bit of breath, like relaxation. And whoever the A1 is either going to rock into high limit or rock into that new speed week as, hey, the new Australian champion. And it sort of gives the driver to maybe capitalise on new merch and new everything as a brand. Because if you win the title early December, you've got your 3 weeks, 4 weeks to try get brand new merch and banging out and all that type of stuff. And that could change people's things. Hey, I just won the A1. Stuff this, boys. We're going to Perth now. Woo! So you never know. But a lot. I feel like there's something more to it. I know Ryan's all about pushing the sport in a new direction and making it bigger. Like he's a part of it, even with this Sprint Car Power Tour. There's dates up at Queensland for it.
Yep.
So I don't know whether if that's now either a week where there could be a big show, like a new big show added before the Classic again. Like think about it like that. Like it could be not the Australian. After it, or the Classic is brought forward, and then teams, You never know. Like it's gonna change the classic dates, 100%. But it's just
Do you
about.
reckon?
I think so because the classic was always first and then the title, and it's been like that forever, right?
Yeah.
But now it's either gonna go okay because now we have the sprint car tour and power tour that sort of leads up to like the 16th or 17th, remember, and finishes at Toowoomba.
Yeah.
And then now we have that Avalon, same system. So maybe they don't change that. But now we have that weekend of like the 30th of January. What are you going to do? Like, that's a big marquee time, for the Australian title or what used to be there. And it also depends. Like, now the Australian title's in December. You don't have to plan it around the classic for this big race. Like, they could just hold it at Tolma again or hold it at Borderline as a big event. Like, there's places to really capitalise on it as another festive or whatever. But all the drivers get a week off and then head to Perth if they want to do the February stint. You know what I mean? Like, or I don't know, but I doubt people are going to have a chance there to have a week off. Like, promoters and that want to jump on it. Like, they'll have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. A week off would be good for them to sort of then go and get to where they want to go.
Yep.
Like go up and run Queensland if they want, or if they do want to do WA, it gives them that week to get there.
And yeah.
But in saying that, some tracks going to want to run a big event and get the car counts to them.
Well, this is what I mean, though. When they do it, does that mean the people are? Because I don't think they've announced who's getting the title after Toowoomba. So does that now go people, if they're in the talks, go, well, we're going to have it December 2? Or are we not?
Yeah.
I think there's something to it. Like, if you think about what they're trying to do, the sprint car tour and all that, that's room for a series or a grand final somewhere. Have the classic week off and have a grand final. Or, okay. Oh, wait a second. I've put the pieces together. Are you ready for this one, big dog? Are you ready?
Go for it.
All right, so
Go for it.
this is going to be the new national series if everything lines up and goes well. It'll go wherever it's supposed to start. I think it's Sydney. What? If that, whatever, hopefully goes well. Sydney goes up the coast. Then when they have the new Moreton, when that gets approved, I hope so. They'll be there. I don't think it'll go to Gladstone. Just that little bit too far because they're going to come back down. But I hope they somehow make that work. All right? And then it swings down. They stop and do the Tolma stuff. Drive across and they run the Avalon if you want. Have that no points. Or, you know what? Stuff it. Make them National Series points. Besides the Classic, maybe. Like, just make the King's Challenger Series Avalon. And that's how you get all these tracks in it, yeah? Like, they're not missing out. Avalon World Series. Then it's Borderline King's Challenge. And then the Classic. And then everyone has a week off to then finish the series in Perth.
Yeah.
Barbagallo, Crookie boys. Make them rounds of the series. Make them even bigger stakes. Then you can have the grand final of the series at the Motorplex.
Yeah.
Boom.
That works. It does work.
That is a nice shape. That World Series sort of did anyway. They always finished over there after the Classic. They did. And the title. Or the title. You know what I mean? So now
it used to be a couple of weeks off and then over there.
Yeah, and now each World Series, or whatever we're going to call it, we're not going to call it ARSE, remember, Australian Sprintcar Series, but whoever the A1 is will now get to run that series that year as the A1, where they never used to do that. It used to be, last 2 rounds he gets to run it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense, doesn't
it? It's an idea. It does make sense.
That's not bad. So, I mean, there's a lot of positive signs. And I think that makes sense. Like, I can feel it that I think we've had a few strong years now out of COVID where teams are growing, teams are building, and we have some flash teams that are ready to do a series. Like, they're like, let's get it going. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it. And then also, the only guys that'll miss out in running the series, though, if you do that February stint, is World of Outlaw drivers, but not high limit drivers.
Yeah, that's true.
If high limit drivers want to do the series, they are here.
Do you think?
But
we were
normally the
talking about
Americans don't
moving-
really stay for February. They normally piss off anyway. But
Yeah, I was about to say that maybe that's why they've done it. To bring the classic date forward, but that power series still doesn't make sense for it to bring forward.
nah, you're right. Maybe the classic just stays where it is.
Yeah, but if you bring it, like if they could bring it forward, you really get that better chance of more Americans attending it.
Yeah,
what I mean?
I know, I get that. But now we got to think, like, Perth's going full steam ahead. They don't really want to change all their rounds. The only thing I could see is if they are going to be, like, all for it, they would take dates out of next season's Maddington and maybe finish it in Bunbury and not do, like, the 10 days. But that's their speed week. They've always done that. I don't think they'll change that. Because you got to think, not every Perth car goes across. But then again, it's like, so what happens if we run the series? Like, if we can't go to these, what do we get, a provisional? What? How does that... That's going to be the point, yeah? Like, I can't see, like, if Kingshot and Williamson and Priolo, for say, want to run a national series, but now it's like, well, you miss the Maddington Toyota rounds on the 10th because you're going to run Power Tour, which starts on the 3rd. Like, that's the only thing that it will butt head, I see. But I hope we all come together and get it going because, man, a national series, how cool would that be, travelling and covering that, bro? Like,
yeah, that'd be
that
sick.
would be like, and I feel like it would be, the sport and fans would really just be together again on, it's a national series. And I think we would get, I think you'd have to, they can't just do it without Channel 7. I don't see them. That it needs to be. Like, we need to show it as the biggest teams, the biggest that. I hope, I don't know, just, I don't think we can do another national series behind closed doors again. Like only social media power. I think if we've got to get it going and we want to attract big dogs, we've got to go. Like, and get it moving.
Attract big dogs, eh?
Oh, come on, Chihuahua. Calm down. Stop it. You're flogged. Absolute flog. But again, that's all. Like, we can say and what they need to do, but like I said, we don't know all that stuff. But I think a lot of people are moving in the right direction and are ready, like, and want to do it. So I think we're in a juicy, awesome part of the sport. And I am keen to see what drivers and teams and think about the date change. Like, some aren't going to be happy because you never going to make anyone happy. But I'm actually super pumped about it. I think it's just going to freshen up the sport. Like, boom, it's different. December, you know, like, people might even go, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to take my annual leave on the 1st of December and go travel and watch a race cars for a month or 2 months.
It's really, moving it to that date's really going to benefit you guys that are going to be fresh off running months over in America.
You reckon? Why?
Because they're going to be, like, race fit already. Come back here, locked in, and be straight on the money. Especially if they've been using their own gear and stuff like that while they've been in America. They're going to come over here with a world of confidence.
Well, that's the thing is, like, we start the season in October normally here, besides Chariots, right? But you got to think, like, you got Chariots September 12th, and then nothing. Oh, then you got Toowoomba. Like, and it's sort of like a 2-week thing, not a back-to-back-to-back, like, race, like a December period. But I don't know. I think the December change is a rocket ship into the big time. Like, boom. And I think it may even, besides the WA teams, I think it may change who we see get the Australian title a bit for dates and, like, where would you love to see an Australian title after Toowoomba?
Oh, look, you're always going to want an Australian title at like your home track. Like
Yeah, bloody
Sydney would be
oath.
awesome to see it at. Um, I don't know. I feel like every track that you watch action in at the moment in Australia, I feel like it's good racing. Like even like the Australian title last year, that first night had a bit of a hiccup, but
Yeah,
I feel like the second night of racing was
it was pretty
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Um, like imagine they turned like the Adelaide round into the Australian title.
Nah, don't you dare do that. Nah,
Hey,
no
it mixed it
way.
up. You
Oh,
imagine
don't.
how
I
mixed
get
up it'd
ya.
be.
I get you, but nah, you're. I can see what you've done there,
Yeah.
but oh,
Uh,
there would be some history about that. Oh, he won it because of that track, and oh
mm,
no, I don't think so. I think when Tolma gets their seating, let's go, man. Like I
yeah,
would
that'll
love
be
to see
sick.
one there in a packed house there. They deserve it. What they've built and done there, man. Like it's truly amazing. I'd love to see one at Gladstone. It's just
Oh
such
yeah.
a unique, different track. The 2 night show they put on there when J Mac, Jock, and Lockie and everyone was here at the end of the year. Yeah, they track was red hot the first night, but I just think it's a unique, not a hammer down track. Like it's a racing track. Like you got to be smart. You got to put your
Mm.
car in the right spot. Like it's not just your wide open style of racing.
Mm.
And I'd honestly love to see one at Avalon. Why not? I loved my time at
Oh
Avalon
yeah.
recently. I don't even know when the last one was there. Can you get your Google up real quick? If they've when the
Yeah,
last
mate.
one was there. But I don't know what they've done those little changes at Avalon, and man, it was a good night. Quick night, just good racing, top bottom. Couldn't complain. I really am excited to get back to Avalon this year. I just love the vibe. People were nice. Good seating, like you can pack it out really nice. It's easy to get to for people to travel if you literally want to travel to Australian title, Avalon Airport. Like a little quick fly in there from Sydney. It's an hour and a half or whatever. But I just thought it was a good. It's got a big pit area too to hold a lot of cars. Like it's a big pit area.
Yeah, uh, from
Wow.
what I'm looking at, it doesn't look like Avalon has ever held it.
Really?
Mm.
Really? That's a shame. Give Avalon an
Yeah,
Australian title. Let's go. Oh, that would be cool.
that would be
Are
cool.
you serious? Avalon's never had an
Yeah.
Australian title.
I've gone all the way back to 1980. There's still no Avalon.
That's not right. Let's give Avalon one. They've done a lot of work and what? Oh man, I loved my time. That's Avalon needs an Australian title. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Or
Oh,
what about somewhere like a Canberra or something like that? Do you reckon they've got the facilities to
oh
hold
no,
one?
I don't think so. I
No.
don't think so. The pits aren't big enough, and also like I don't know. The track is it could hold all those cars.
Yeah, right.
Like I think it would turn into like an Adelaide 500 style, like of just rubber and stuff. I just like I said, they yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It would be cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's hard again. Like it, we're looking at tracks and Avalon. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. You know where one would be good? Well, from all the old videos, Albany. Chuck on down
Yeah.
there. That looks ripper. I want to try and go to that this year. That honestly looks so cool. Albany. Hey, if we're going to have a World Series round, we're going to have an Australian title. Hey, Tasmania has Australian titles, for God's sakes. So,
Yeah.
like, I can't believe Avalon.
What
That's
about what
that's
about
tough.
what about Northline getting another no, like an Australian
They've
title
had
there?
it. They've had it. J-Mac won it
Yeah.
there, I think. His first one.
Yeah.
2010.
I just saw it. 2010. Yeah.
James
Yep.
McFadden.
James McFadden.
What a nerd I am, eh? What a freak.
Yeah. That's it. Come on, if you're that much of a nerd, who won? What year were you born?
97, I know who won. It was Gary Brazier, relax.
Oh, got
at,
it.
At Parramatta City Raceway.
Yeah, who ran second?
Kerry Madsen?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! And third? Is that what you're trying to ask
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, third.
Skip?
We met him at Sydney towards
Peter
the end of
Murphy.
the year. Yeah.
Fair dinkum! Bro, I can't believe I got that one. That's wild. Kerry Madsen. I bet he was in like the silver. He was in his silver old school car then. I remember that. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few Australian titles that around that era, right, that you can get video of, and then there's some you got nothing of. I wonder where they go, these files, or the... Like, how can they have the 93, 92 title on video, 94, 95, nothing of 96, 97 you can watch, and then 98, 99, 2000, 2001, or 2001. Like, where are those videos, people? Let's find those. Like, that is history that... Like, Todd Wanless winning at Archerfield in 96. Like, where is that video? Like, can someone find that? You know, that would be cool to see. Or what else? Like, Phil March. Apparently, it was a real rubber down day show when he won. And, like, there's no footage of it. I've never seen it. Like, there's these events, or, like, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, some of the Tasmanian ones, like when Murcott won. I've never seen him.
Yeah.
Like, and I think there was even one where, like, and you know the one about Murcott too? He won in Tassie and then backed it up in Perth. And won. Like, that was one, like, a statement, sort of like, yeah, Tasmania wasn't just a fluke, guys. Like, that was pretty cool. And he was having a good few years there, Dave Murcott, eh? Like, in the A1. And I remember him at Parramatta running it. So...
Yeah, well, yeah. He was pretty much on the podium of the Australian title for, 5 years there.
There you go. So, and can you give me this fact? Over the last 5 years, besides winning it, what are Lockie McHugh's stats in the Australian title? He could have already had a bit.
Second last year. First 2024. Second 2023. And that's all that's on here at the moment. So that in terms of podiums, so three podiums in the last 4 years.
2 podiums and a win. At Australian title.
Yeah.
So you could, and they're seconds?
Yeah, both second.
There you go. And one was in Perth against Jock.
Yep.
And then the other one was J-Mac last year, and then he won in Warrnambool.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, what a race that one was at Warrnambool. It rained just before. And like, I remember being there like, oh, and they still had that black clay then. And it went 40 laps straight. Some of the fastest sprint car racing I've ever seen around Warrnambool with that many cars. But I don't know if you even watch one of my videos. I think I stopped filming and I was just in awe. Like, I was like, this sport is... I just was like, this is so cool. And McHugh thing... I think he had motor troubles in that week too, or that weekend. And I think it wasn't even their big dog motor, but this thing come out and just performed its life off. And they even went, she was on tonight. Like, and I mean, they were coming into one just rooster tailing everywhere because there was that much hooked up. And they were running top and bottom. And I just remember because they're coming at you, if you stand in the pits at Warrnambool, it's like they turn at you. And then you're like,
yeah.
Wah-bah! And yeah, it was... Seeing that, and that was when he had that 7 orange car. It wasn't Flash. It was just black with a 7 orange.
Oh, was it? I thought it was the.
Nah, the blue and white one was when he won the Classic. Then he had that. He had this black car like with details in it. It was just a 7 orange. Like it wasn't Flash at all. And then it was like, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's I'm still shocked over Avalon. What's going on there, guys?
Yeah,
get one at Avalon. Get one at Avalon, please. I think it would be a ripper show. I know they've had trouble with their track over the last few years, but last time I was there, mate, I thought it was awesome. Get an Australian title at Avalon as a fan. So good. All right, brother. It's a nice and short episode. Just keen for the Nationals. It's late here. It's about 9:21 Sydney time tonight. Episode's going to be out tomorrow. Yep, sure. Anything else you want to add or take away that you've seen this week?
Nah, I'm good, mate.
You good?
Just excited for a weekend of some sprint car action now that I can watch it. And yeah, no F1 for a few weeks, so
Oh, I did want to
you
touch on
know.
that before you leave. What happened? Was there a bit of fiery stuff in the F1 this weekend with Oscar Piastri? What
Uh,
happened there?
so yeah, the McLaren decided to. So Oscar asked if, like, they asked Oscar if he could do a one-stop strategy, and Oscar sort of said, like, I can try my best. I'll
Yeah, I'll
try and
do
manage
what
it.
you think I need to do. Yep.
He goes, but I think like we need to do something different to like Leclerc looked like he was gone. Leclerc looked like he was going to win the race
He was off
easily.
pole, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
correct. And then the team was like, "Oh no, like let's sort of see how we go. We might do a one stopper, we might not." Anyway, he came into the pits, did it, and then they're like, "No, we're not going to do a one stopper." And they left Lando out really long. Like Lando stayed out for so long compared to the rest of the boys.
Yeah.
And Oscar radioed over and he goes, "I think we need to try and run to the end to try and win this." And they're like, "Nope, you got to pit. We're
Did he
we're
have
putting
to
new
though?
tires on for you."
Did he have
Nah, he
to?
probably, by the sounds of his radios, like that they broadcasted and
He
stuff,
felt good in the
he
car. Like, no, we
he
could do
he
it.
he, he felt like the only chance they had to win was to run to the end on those tires. Anyway, it turns out that they did that strategy that he wanted to try for Lando, and Lando ended up winning. But it was close. Oscar nearly T-boned Lando going down into turn one in the last two laps. So
Yeah.
it's getting interesting. I think it's now a 14-point gap or a 9-point gap or something in the
So it's
championship.
literally just those McLaren boys going for a championship, really. Like,
Uh, pretty much, but like we've only just come into, like, they had that sort of mini summer break
yeah.
before Spa.
Hmm.
But now they've sort of gone into their actual summer break now, so not back till the end of August.
Yeah.
So good break for all of them, especially when you're traveling the world all the time.
Yeah.
As much as I like to say I'd love doing it, I think it would get pretty tiring. But yeah, supercars on at Queensland Raceway as well this weekend.
They're back, Benny.
Um,
Who'd you pick? Will Brown.
it's just hard to go. It's hard to go past the Red Bull cars. So
Yeah.
like I think Brock Feeney is the one to watch out for,
Yep.
especially
Okay.
Queensland Raceway. They've
Yep.
done a ton of laps around there.
Yeah.
But I was listening to one of the other podcasters, Apex Hunters.
Yeah. Cool.
And yeah, it is a strange place, Queensland Raceway. It's always a place that all the guys that sort of test there all year round, like the Queensland
And
teams,
struggle.
will go there and struggle, and then the Victorian teams come up and they test at Winton all the time and come up here and dominate it
Yeah. Right.
at Queensland. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool little track, the paperclip. It's literally shaped like a paperclip.
That's cool.
So yeah, be interesting, but yeah, I can't see the Red Bull guys not winning the races there this weekend.
All right. I'll put my money on him. I'm backing you. One of the Red Bull boys. Put a pineapple on.
No
Let's
worries.
go. All right. Let's everyone have a good, safe weekend. Lot of racing coming up. There is Pennsylvania racing, so just look out on Dirt Vision and Flow. I think Ryan Newton's the only Aussie left in Pennsylvania at the moment. I think Alex Haddard has finished up his run. Awesome year. I can't wait to hear his time and stuff over there. That's gonna be awesome. We'll try to get him on for an episode. But yeah, so. Newy's in PA, and then we've got our J-Mac, Madsen, I think Tatnall and Jeffrey as Aussies at Knoxville. So that's your Aussie update. And yeah, guys, have a good weekend. Cheers, legends.